Hi guys, welcome to the Fightish channel. The head of the top-ranked promotion company Bob Arum told Whyte the deal to organize a fight between Briton Tyson Fury and Ukrainian Alexander Usyk, during which the absolute heavyweight champion of the world would have been determined, filtered. It was a Middle East deal. Everything was very confusing. I was sure that this would not happen, because investors would have to pay not only for the fight between Usyk and Fury. They had to satisfy Joshua's need so that he would take a step aside, and this was not a very small amount. Also give Whyte compensation for 2 fights. There was a problem with the TV rights. In other words, nothing worked. In addition, they could not hold a fight in April, because Ramadan. At best, the fight would have taken place in June. As a result, Tyson lost patience, Arum said. The head of the mushroom boxing promotion company Hearn told when the new coach of Briton Anthony Joshua will be announced, as well as about the progress of negotiations with the team of the WBA, WBO and IBF heavyweight world champion Alexander Usyk. Firstly, Anthony himself will introduce the new coach, and secondly, it will be done when the training camp begins. I think that the official preparation will begin in 2 or 3 weeks. Any changes to Joshua's team will be announced by Anthony himself, and that will happen when the time comes. It's amazing that people are so interested in Joshua. We've done an amazing job over the years. Every day I'm asked questions. Who is the new coach? Where is he? What does it do? As for the fight with Usyk, everything is quite simple here. We have a contract and we know all the conditions. The only question that remains to be solved is when and where the fight will take place. Now we are considering April at Wembley or somewhere else. It's not official yet, so there is no need to run and book hotel rooms. We have a contract, but there is still some work to be done, Hearn said. Friends, before starting to watch this video, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel. If you really enjoy the content, then please subscribe to my channel and keep watching the videos. If you are subscribed, then you receive notifications about the release of new videos. You don't even have to look for anything personally. I really want to get 10,000 subscribers to my channel. I'm trying very hard, absolutely every day, and I need your support. Your likes, comments, reposts to social networks. Thanks to everyone who subscribes to my channel. You are my support. Thank you so much. Please watch the end of the video and like it. Frank Warren, the promoter of the WBC heavyweight champion Tyson Fury, commented on the victory at the promotional auction, which determined the right to organize a fight with Dillian Whyte. The promoter also announced when the date of the fight between Fury and Whyte will be announced. We promised to do something for our man, and he did it. Defended the fee for defending the WBC title of Tyson Fury in a fight with Dillian Whyte. These are offers of £30.5 million, $42 million, which showed our attitude to the Gypsy King. According to the WBC, it was the biggest bet in their history. We always support our fighters, and once again proved it. We're also very happy that we will work together with Top Rank to organize this match. The date and venue of the fight will be announced next week. It looks like Tyson Fury will return to the United Kingdom after conquering America. It will be a war between the leading British heavyweights. But there can only be one winner, and that's Tyson Fury, Warren said. Former world champion Tony Bellew considers the WBC heavyweight title holder Tyson Fury the best in his division, but predicts him a difficult fight against Dillian Whyte. Fury is now the best heavyweight in the world. I think Alexander Usyk is breathing down his back, but considering how Fury handled Deontay Wilder in their last fight, it's impossible not to call him number 1. But believe me, Dillian Whyte is a problem for any fighter in the world. He's big, strong, brave, he has all the attributes to cause problems to any heavyweight. I'm not saying Whyte is the best heavyweight in the world. I'm saying that an evening with him won't be easy for any heavyweight. It's going to be tough, it's going to be a battle because, as I said, Whyte is big, heavy and brave. He will snuggle up to you and exchange blows. Whyte is not afraid to take punches, so you can't get rid of him that easily, Tony Bellew said. John Fury, the father of the WBC heavyweight Tyson Fury, claims that in Joshua's place, he and his son would have agreed without hesitation to take compensation for refusing an immediate rematch with Alexander Usyk. If we received such an offer, I would immediately agree. Boom! And everything is done in a couple of seconds. Free money! 15 million pounds. Take them. We would have taken the money right away. It's a business. Representatives of the working class somewhere in Blackpool work like donkeys for hundreds of pounds a week, so why can't these guys demand free money? Especially in this size. 15 million pounds. Drop it. I know that their position allows them to request similar amounts, but Tyson will make Whyte earn this money, John Fury said. According to rumors, Joshua and Dillian Whyte were after 15 million pounds in compensation for refusing to fight with Usyk and Fury. However, the Gypsy King team claims that both fighters rejected this offer. John Fury, the father of the WBC heavyweight world champion Tyson Fury, took a ride on Anthony Joshua's promoter Eddie Hearn, accusing him of disrupting his son's fight against WBA, WBO and IBF title holder Alexander Usyk. Eddie Hearn thinks he is smart, but he couldn't find a common language with Tyson before. Now he is doing a business with him again, and he wishes he had never heard of Fury's last name. He wants Fury's last name not to exist at all. Hearn simply deprived Joshua of hundreds of millions of pounds, and at some time he himself would have received 10% of it. He has furnished himself with 20 million pounds. We are looking at you, my friend. We are in a puddle. Do you want to run a business, Eddie? You need to stop asking your dad for advice, trust me. Even a 10-year-old kid will make this deal. John Fury told Sky Sport. Recall that Fury's team negotiated with Hearn about compensation for Joshua for refusing an immediate rematch with Usyk, but the deal fell through and now Tyson will fight with Dillian Whyte. Eddie Hearn, the promoter of Anthony Joshua, blames Tyson Fury for disrupting the fight against Alexander Usyk. According to Hearn, the Ukrainian boxers team understands that the mega fight for the title of absolute world champion will not take place precisely because of Fury, who unlike Joshua was afraid to enter the ring with Usyk. Anthony Joshua went out to fight with Alexander Usyk. He didn't say, "Wait, I'll post a few Instagram posts pretending I want to fight him." Last night I spoke with Alex Grasyuk. They feel that Tyson Fury has merged with the fight against Usyk. Eddie Hearn said in an interview. The WBO World Heavyweight Champion Lawrence Okolie claims that Anthony Joshua changed after he lost to Alexander Usyk and lost the WBA, WBO and IBF titles in the heavyweight division. Yes, he has definitely changed. And I'm not just talking about training, he just has a different focus in life. What he is talking about and various other points, it will be interesting to look at it. After all, boxing is a sport, we love it. There is glitter, glamour and so on, but in reality, they fought for free at the Olympic with murderers from different parts of the world, just for the glory and victory. We wanted to be the best, and I feel that nothing has changed for Joshua in this regard, Lawrence Okolie told Sky Sports. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel.